What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Live with London show, episode 312, 2020. It's a wrap, and we are here with a very special guest. My girl, my sis, my best, Meg.
Hey, y'all. I'm so happy to be here.
You know, there's hot girl Meg, but there's also that girl Meg. And I must say, tonight you were looking hotter than any Meg I've ever seen. So,
oh my goodness.
What's up? Let us know that you were here, that you were watching. I see Rena Beana's in the building. Michelle Young is here. What up, Rob? What up, Stan? What up, Tangela? What's good? Go ahead and share this stream out if you have not done so already, and let your family and friends know that you are tuned in for Live with London episode 312, 2020. It's a wrap, baby. And we got this pop champagne. Oh, we're going to open this on camera because I don't really know if I for sure know how to open up a champagne bottle.
Maybe the views can help you.
But we're going to find out tonight. The comments are coming. What's up, Meg? Pittman, another Meg. What's up, girl? Who else? Sade. What's up, Sade? Rob says, y'all look good. Love it. Hey, y'all. Hey, thank you. You know what? We ran through the wardrobe department real quick. Megan came out her dressing room, and I was like, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I had to go back and find something completely different, and this is what I came up with. So I think it works. It works.
Yeah, it works.
The people says it works, too. They say it works. I love it. What up, Lori? Love you more, Tangela. Thank you, Meg Pittman. So, you know what? Before we open this, we're going to go ahead and get into the title and artist. We have a lot to discuss tonight. It's going to look a little different because we have, of course, a guest, and it is the end of the 2020 this year that none of us will forget. That is certainly for sure. So let's go ahead and do title and artist real quick. I'm going to recite the lyrics. Or do you want to recite the lyrics? Don't sing the song, though. Because I know you see what the song is.
So you better recite it.
Okay, so I'm going to recite the lyrics to the song. It is your job to drop into the comments the title and the artist of the song for you to get bragging rights. What up, Tanisha? Stan says we look fabulous. Thank you, Stan. What up, Mama Mash? I see you, girl. All right, so let's get into it real quick. I recite the lyrics. It's always a song from the late 90s, early 2000s. You drop the title and the artist in the comments. And again, thank y'all for joining. And if you have not done so already, go ahead and share this stream out so your people know that you watch it. And they should be watching too because it's the last episode of the year 2020, but not of the season 3. All right, so here you go. Here you go. Don't see your shadow around when you walk. You leave with no kisses. Goodbye with no words. If these walls could talk, if these walls could talk, they would have nothing to tell. Did I make it too easy for him?
I feel like you did.
I probably did. Somebody gonna get it.
Sung it.
I think Rob gonna get it. I think it's gonna be between Rob and Stan probably. One more time.
No, Sade was winning.
Sade has been winning. You're right. So
yep.
Between Rob and Sade. We'll see who gets it first. But don't see your shadow around when you walk. You leave with no kisses. Goodbye with no words. If these walls could talk, they would have nothing to tell. All right, so let's get into it. I am so thrilled to be ending the year almost technically once again with Meg. But we began the year began this year together, and we're going to end this year together and go into the new year together as well. Let's go ahead and pop this thing open. So how have you been enjoying your time in Atlanta since you've been here?
I definitely love it. Like, Atlanta is definitely a city like no other. Even with everything, even with COVID going on, like, it's still so many great things and great people just to be around. So yeah, I love it. Thank you for all the hospitality.
Of course, I didn't really have much Southern hospitality when I lived in Florida, but I do declare that I've increased my hospitable ways since living here. I see people saying Tamara, they saying Tamar. Rob said he does not know this one. I am shocked that I will sing this one if y'all don't get it by the end of the show.
Yes, let him sing it.
I'm gonna blow the house down. My studios is gonna be the roof will be off this mother by the end of the night. Oh, wait, it's spilling. Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3.
All right. It open, though.
All right, I see Rob is somewhat coming through. What up, Patrick? How are you? What up, Ashley, Merrick's? Who? Rob says, wait, stranger about me is not stranger. You're close, but you got one of the words right. But it is by Tamia. Who gonna get it right? Megan, I'm gonna pour this one up for you first. All right. Don't drink without me, though.
I'm not.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. So you say you've been having a good time.
I have.
So we went and watched Wonder Woman. What are you guys? Let's talk about it. I personally, maybe I'm just not a movie critic like that. I thought the movie was okay.
Ain't nothing in here.
Oh, no, it wasn't better. See, she being greedy. Here we go.
It should be to the brim.
Here we go. Well, it was too bubbly.
To the brim.
To the brim.
Okay.
This is why people have PAs. We don't got that type of budget around here, though. We don't have production assistants around here. Because I have champagne literally all on my hand. Lord help me. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. Wonder Woman. I actually thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
It wasn't that it was horrible. I just felt like it was way too long. I kept dozing in and out. Like, I kept waking up and it was still on. Like, it just seemed like it was never ending.
Okay, well, maybe
and the first one was way better.
Okay, well, maybe the first one was better. Yeah. But you know what it was for me? I think I was so delighted by Kristen Wiig's performance. Because I didn't... And the reason why I said it, because I did not expect that from Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig was, like, hot in that movie. Now, Gal Gadot is...
Yeah, Gal Gadot looked good.
But Kristen Wiig, like, really, like, stepped it up.
She transformed from when I first met her in Bridesmaids. I don't remember her from SNL. But I remember her from Bridesmaids, and she was real goofy on that.
Nathan says, what the hell? There was no invisible jet. There wasn't. Right. You got a point. Right. What up, Creesh? There's true. Is it Micaiah King? I think I'm saying it right. Says, Luscious Meg.
Oh, thank you.
They love Meg. See, I have to have Megan on the show more often, child. She might be a guest co-host at least once a season. We'll see what happens. Okay, and so now also, in addition to that, let's get into, since you've been here, you saw a few things on TV, the political commercials. Are you tired of them after just a week of being here?
Like, I literally
turned it. Are we drinking? We drinking. Okay, we drinking. Cheers.
All right, I literally...
I'm drinking.
Well, I'm talking, so I literally when I realize I'm sitting there and the commercial just keep going, I have to just turn the TV off. It's just too much. I'm like, how do y'all?
Yeah.
Like,
I am so ready for it to be over.
And it's awful too. Like,
yeah, they get real nasty. They've been putting out new ones every other day.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
When is it over?
January 4th.
Oh,
I keep thinking in my head that's when I feel like.
So it's like a few more days.
Yeah, it's soon. I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of been hitting more than just this. This is just,
I've been doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking pineapple juice.
But you all will be happy to know I do be in the gym, though. Every morning. Now, I get there at different times, though.
He does.
I don't be there early. The goal was to get up this morning between 6:30 and 7. I woke up at 6:35 and I rolled right back over. It didn't happen. But I was there. Now, nonetheless, they say they keep singing it like, man, I know this song. y'all gonna be so mad when y'all figure it out.
Y'all gonna be mad.
What up, Mr. Quinn? What up, Core? Because y'all definitely would know it. Okay, so, and then lastly, I've been checking my bank accounts.
Oh my God.
I've checked my bank account at this point at least 5 times.
So this is what I will say. Georgia really got to come through because we need that man about that Senate seat. Like, I need him gone. Because how you
Lucretia just said it too. Come through Georgia.
How y'all, like, we really relying on y'all to come through and get that man about that Senate chair. Because the way I was already counting them $2,000 and now they gone.
Listen, already was accounted for. Already was spent.
Yeah, and that 2,000, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have a little extra now.
Right. So listen, okay. So we done a couple of those are like little like hot topics. We ain't gonna talk about that one. We're gonna skip that because there are a lot of different questions. This one right here, you see that? We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. But we have a lot to talk about. Corey says, "Meg, make you look fabulous, long looking cute as well." Thank you, Core. So let's get into some questions that we have for each other, but we want you all to engage with us and comment too with your thoughts. So the first one is, the 5 questions are centered around 2020, and also you all are in for a surprise. I have pulled 4 emails that were short for the spiel with London.
I think I don't like them.
So we got 5 questions based on 2020 and then 4 questions for the spiel with London from 4 different individuals from around the country. All right, so let's get into this one first. Let's talk about what's something new or random that you learned in 2020. So drop down in the comments something that's new or just completely random that you learned in 2020. And Meg, I'm going to kick it to you first to answer this question. Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
See, she always do that.
Think for a minute.
I give her the options. And you know what the gag is? She evidently didn't pay attention to the requirements in her contract for tonight. Because I certainly gave her these questions already. She should have already had her answers together.
But it's your show, so I just figured I'd just let you go ahead. And
what up, Drew?
Hey, say that.
What up, T Nice? Okay, so for me, something new or random that I learned in 2020. Well, so let's start here.
Okay.
I was supposed to have learned a new language. And I had access to, I think, 16 different languages, and I learned no new ones. I signed up for Babbel. No ad. They ain't paying me for this, which is probably a good thing because I didn't use it. But I did one lesson, literally in January, and then I just got distracted, and COVID hit and all that jazz. And I was just like, yeah, nope. And they hit me with an email talking about some automatic renewal happening in 5 days. Oh. I politely canceled that thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, unsubscribe.
At least they sent you a warning.
They did. And I
didn't pull that money out.
And I felt like I had it on automatic renewal. Why I did, I don't know. God thought I was probably going to be taking it seriously. But I definitely canceled that. I would just go with buenos dias, buenos noches, no bueno. That's about all I got. Hola, me llamo es London. And that's about it. We're going to stick there. Como estás? And we good. And we end up, okay, like swim well. So but I think maybe as far as anything else that I learned new, I don't know. Like, I feel like I learned something every day. So something new would have been like something completely random. Mm-hmm. I learned how to cook a little better. Like, I learned how to cook like this blackened shrimp, peppers and stuff. It's easy, y'all, but I learned it nonetheless.
It's still something.
Oh, y'all going in on these comments. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. Go ahead and think of what you got, Meg.
All right, so something new or random that I learned. Not necessarily something that I learned.
Oh, Tiffany. Oh, Stan, Sister Tiffany's watching too. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey.
And Mama Mary said, y'all looking so good. We get it from our mama. Don't we? Okay, hey, we do. What up, cuz Aisha? Meg says, I learned to make a Molotov cocktail on PS4. Let me find out. Okay, tell me what you learned, Meg. The comments are coming through. Right. Keep commenting of what's something that you learned, random or new, in 2020 in the comments.
I wouldn't necessarily say something I learned. Well, it's nothing random, but I started embracing a plant-based lifestyle. So the thing with that is I embraced it and I was doing really, really good. And then you know how sometimes summertime happen and it's like, ooh, that look real good. I'm going to eat that. And I kind of fell backwards a little bit. But going forward into 2021, not only am I going to re-embrace that lifestyle, but I'm going to start cooking and preparing my own meals with a plant-based purpose. I'm trying to get real healthy, y'all.
Shout out to all the vegans and even vegetarians who are watching. I'm somewhat like Ming Rames, who voices over the Arby's commercials. Where's the meat? Okay? That's what I'll be looking for. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think I'm going to ever really be able to give up the chicken and the fish. Or like seafood in general.
It's a little difficult.
Pork and beef, good on that.
Yeah.
But the chicken and the seafood, I'm going to always
my biggest thing is dairy.
Yeah.
Because I love me some mac and cheese.
And I'm good on the dairy. Yeah. I can get, except when it comes to the ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream.
But the ice cream, I need to leave that stuff alone too. Mm-hmm. And plus, I like chocolate ice cream or like cookies and cream, and it breaks me out.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, let's jump into the comments and keep commenting, you all, what's something new or random that you learned, because we're going to go through the comments right now. Let's see. Stan says, I learned how amazing my friend circle is. Me and you.
I learned how amazing our friend circle is.
They are the best. And they welcome my sisters so much into it. It's the ATL fam. Shout out to the ATL fam.
So loving,
they're absolutely the best.
Need that in Florida.
Or you just moved to Georgia.
That's definitely right there. On the money.
He's working on it. Dan says you both are awesome. You guys are looking young and fly. Megan, put us something new. I don't know. She says something new. She said it ain't something new. Thank you, Tangela. Michelle Young says, I learned how much money I wasted going out to eat. Listen.
That's the one.
That's so real because I feel like I saved so much money from not going out and spending frivolously because when things were like shut down.
Definitely have my money.
Aisha says, hey cousins. What up, Heather Harris? Corcor says, I've learned how to enjoy being comfortable at being at home. Yes. I love it. And especially when it's
so beautiful.
Chin to the homes. Chin.
Because all y'all guys. all y'all closing deals left and right.
Patrick says, I learned, and thank you all for joining again. If you have not shared the stream, go ahead and share the stream so everybody can celebrate, getting a little early start on the New Year's celebrations, right? So Patrick says, I learned that no matter how young you are, be sure to live life because you never know when you won't have the opportunity that is being presented to you in the here and now. That is so real, Patrick. Thank you. What up, Clarissa? What up, Shannon? Rick says, I learned how to make perler. I remember saying right, perler bead art is something. I'm going to have to Google that one. Can you drop the link to the YouTube? Who else? What up, Kiana? Meg says, don't touch Coco's Jenny's ice cream or she will cut you. I believe it. Coco is spicy. And I believe it when it comes to her ice cream. Of course, as we love Meg. Tan says, mac and cheese. Meg, Chick-fil-A, come through.
I know. I'm the first girl put me out like that. But yes, Chick-fil-A would definitely mess me up with their mac and cheese. It's a quick run.
It is.
45 minutes quick run, I can get there and get back and still man, please.
What up to Bars? He said, hey, y'all, hey.
Hey. Hey.
Kiana says, I learned how stressful the home buying building process is. Shout out to that as well, especially when you're in a different state, right, Kiana? Rob said, I learned how to stay home. Shoot, I couldn't travel, so I had no choice. And you know, Rob never the jet set.
Yeah, he like to be all
Dubai,
over the place.
everywhere throughout the country.
I'm
Chicago.
trying to get like Rob when we open back up.
For sure. Lena says, Meg looks so beautiful in all caps.
Oh, thank you, Lena.
Oh, they love you. Let me tell you, but as a reminder, because I did have to let her know this before we went live, whose show this is. Let me tell you, y'all think I'm playing. When she came out the closet, I was like, what is this? I was like, oh, no, ma'am. She said, what? I'm just trying to be the Vanna to your pet. I said, well, you just make sure you know.
It's the New Year's Eve show and to dress up. So I had options.
Hey, HQ, I said, let's so we're clear. All Vanna does is turn some letters. I said, matter of fact, she don't even turn letters. So she tapped the screen and they come on, Pat runs this show. This is Pat's show. I love you, girl. But keep commenting if you have not done so already with what's something new or random that you learned in 2020. And again, thank y'all for joining. And if you have not shared the stream out yet, share this stream out so people know you watch it and they should be watching too. All right, so Corey says, is the mac and cheese good at Chick-fil-A?
You have to get it at certain times. Because I done got it plenty of times when it was like, this is dry and nasty. Then I got it like before and it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Tastes like my mama's.
And I don't know what mama's mac and cheese tastes like because I don't eat cheese. Kiana says, yes, we live in the DMV. We're building a house in Houston. All right, so
cool, Kiana.
It is. Congratulations, y'all, the Beechams. All right, so let's go to the next question. What we got up next? All right, what's your most challenging moment from 2020? Comment below what's your most challenging moment from 2020. I know 2020 has been pretty much a shit show.
It has.
For most, you know what I'm saying? Like overall, just the uncertainty of everything with the pandemic. But what would you say is your most challenging moment from 2020?
Let's see. Well, in efforts to be just, 100% completely honest with your viewers and with everybody, I would definitely say my most challenging moment would be me signing my divorce papers. So that was a moment.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go there tonight.
A moment.
We're going, let me be clear. This is what I mean. Like, this is real. This is genuine. Yeah. This is authenticity, right? Yeah. And it's all about being authentic. Mm-hmm. I didn't know we were going there tonight, so I'm taking another sip though. Okay? Mm-hmm. And keep commenting. I see y'all comments are coming through. What is your most challenging moment from 2020? Okay. Do you want to unpack that some more, or just is that the moment and just want to leave it there?
It was a moment, but I think with 2020 coming to an end is one of those just being grateful for being in a place of still being able to experience just life and move forward and still be able to love and not be jaded, not be bitter, just kind of just keep going.
It's so poetic.
Yeah.
So poetic.
Try to be.
Excuse me. Lord, y'all, the champs is already getting to me. That's so thank you, Megan, for being real. And viewers, y'all can chime in, of course, if you would like. I would certainly say, I don't even know how to pivot this situation. I don't even know how. But I appreciate your honesty, though. Seriously, I do. I think in life, unexpected things happen, right? You don't go into things expecting them to go a different way than how you envision them. Yep. And so I think for me, my most challenging moment was when I ended up with blood clots back in May, because I was like in the gym. I eat healthy for the most part, like eat pretty clean. I'll say I eat pretty clean. And for me to have developed blood clots and have been, and I work out. Yeah. And I was like by myself. And my immediate family was like in Florida, my friends and stuff. I didn't want to hit anybody, but it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. I was so scared that like I might not wake up in the morning. I knew it was blood. Every fiber in my being, I knew it was blood clots. And so dealing with that, it was a lot. Like just to stand up and take a shower, was too much.
But I'm so proud of you for even taking those steps to like listen to everybody you were talking to, like listening to your family, like, no, go get this shit out. Because blood clots are something that are extremely, extremely serious. And the good thing about it is, you caught it before it could travel any further. I did. So I'm so proud of you for listening to your body and knowing like something don't feel right.
Well, the interesting part is too, I was disappointed by some things because my blood clots actually ended up coming back in October, the end of October, and I knew what it was immediately. Like it didn't get as excruciating in pain wise. When I got them in May, when it came back, I knew it wasn't caught it early to where I'm back on blood thinners, and I'm appreciative to have, again, been able to have medical insurance still, get on blood thinners, and all of that jazz. But let's go to the comments again. Thank you all for joining us so very much, and if you have not done so already, go ahead and share this stream out. Let your people know you're watching, and they should be watching too, because we have a lot of a spiel tonight, and we have 3 more questions after this one. But reading the comments, what up, Brian? Let's see. What up, Dreek? So let's start at the top.
Y'all
have really went in. I should have been watching. Oh my god. Okay, real quick. So Kiana says homeschooling all of my kids. Whew.
Ooh, girl.
Whew. Prayers up, sis. Prayers up. Rob says most challenging moment was moving away from my family, starting a new life, and stepping out on faith. That's absolutely. Yeah, and you know what? It is uncomfortable, right? Mm-hmm. All of that, moving away from your family, starting a completely new life, and stepping out on faith is not easy. Drake says it was a challenge not to hop on all these damn COVID scams. You know it, sis.
Girl!
We were having a conversation about that over lunch.
Yes. Because
look, bags were getting secured, and I'm trying to figure out who left me out the number. Who didn't leave the gate open for me?
I just don't want to go to jail, y'all.
I ain't going to prison. I can't. I'm too cute to go to prison. I can't do that. I might do a lot of things,
but I can't go
and try every once in a while some different strange things. But going to prison, getting ain't one of them. No, I'm good. Heather also said the same thing. Homeschooling my daughter.
Homeschooling.
Chris says, let me take a spot real quick. Drew says cosign. Sade says, love the transparency, Meg.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Sade.
Aisha says, working from home with a 3-4-year-old and learning a new role. Okay. Again, shout outs to all the parents.
Yes.
Because again, it's enough managing myself during this pandemic. So every other day, especially when it first happened, all I kept thinking was like, shout outs to all the parents.
I commend y'all.
Yeah, shout outs to anybody who's having to care for someone else.
And work take care on top of that. And like, work. You work and gotta work with kids right there in your face.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Absolutely. Tan says London like, yeah, I agree with you. Saying it live, I agree to love, and I love you, love you. Heather also says kudos to you, Megan.
Thank you.
Corey says, oh wow, well Meg, 2021 is about to be an amazing year for you. You are fabulous and beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Hey J Papadopoulos, being in HR and learning to navigate COVID as an employer and ensuring the safety of employees and keeping everyone working. Yeah. That is so real. What's up, J Pop? Tan says it all. Life has its moments. Megan and I love you, girl. Divorcing is just a second. What comes next is a blessing. Mm-hmm. That's so real.
Thank you, Tan.
Meg Pittman says, holy smoke, London, that is no joke. You and Megan are staying the challenges in a challenging year. Mama Mash says, learning to let go of 30 years of material things, learning to love unconditionally. Hey, Shanika Garland.
Mom, I love it.
Patrick says, learning how to not chirp back at every bit of ignorance that I see or hear someone spew. It has been a challenging year in the department, to say the least. Ooh, we were talking about that earlier, too. Like, how I really want to develop the ability to use my words in a way where my tone is so pleasant
that you can't tell.
But my message is so seething.
Yeah.
I want to work on that in 2021 to get my point across. What up, Ashley Gilbert? She says, yes, Megan Pack.
Hey.
What up, Karen Sparrow? What up, Lakeisha Halen? What up, Kyrie? J-Pop says, sorry to hear about your divorce. You are beautiful. Corey says, the most challenging was wearing a mask at work for the full day and breathing in my own air.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Jan says, strong black woman, Megan, that you are.
Thank you.
Parents and teachers props. That is for sure. Also, shouts to the teachers who had to completely learn a new way of doing things, right? Completely new way of doing things. Chances when you are fine. No, if you can't go to prison. I'm glad somebody else agreed because I can't do it. No, baby. Oh my gosh, the comments are really coming through, y'all. Y'all are going in. Okay, so Shanika says, most challenging moment was my near-death experience for my son and I while giving birth in February.
Oh my goodness.
Then rolling into forced homeschool in March with the newborn. Well, you made it to the side. Praise the Lord on that. Because, oh my gosh, Shanika. Yeah. And looking amazing also, Shanika, by the way. Let me also add that I've seen your photos. Sade says, going back in school system, working, being unsure how it would look and staying safe from other staff and kids at the school. That's so real. What up, Linnea? What up, Rosalind? Rob says, with every sad moment is followed by a time to be had. Meg, I don't know that, and I'm sure your future is going to be nothing less than amazing. Now we can travel and you can mingle.
Right.
You better be speaking
I'm
it.
so ready.
Michelle says, yes, I mastered that type of response years ago. Tell you slap off and you have not a clue. Love it. Okay, so before we get into the spiel, like I said, we have 4 emails for the spiel. But we have 3 more questions to get through. So keep commenting, y'all. I'm appreciating the engagement. And again, if you have not shared the stream out yet, go ahead and share this stream out. Let your family and friends know that you are tuned in to Live London episode 312. 2020 is a wrap with special guest, that girl, Meg, hotter than hot, the hottest thing in the Piedmont Studios, next to me. But y'all comment below, what's your best of time or times from 2020? You want to jump in first?
Oh my goodness. So there were so many. First, we started the off together. Mm-hmm. That was so much fun. I went and got some piercings. I'm not gonna tell you where. That was an experience altogether. Just spending time with my brother, spending time with my mom, spending time with the ATL family up here because y'all are amazing. Oh my goodness, what other stuff? Making it back into the building to actually see my girls because, as we know, when you are working from home, so while we recognize everything was going on with COVID and stuff, these kids that we work with, these young ladies I work with, they needed us. They needed the center to be open and everything. So just being in a place where when we open our doors back up, just reassuring them. So just seeing their faces again, because it's nothing like being able to see people face to face versus over the screen or over the phone or whatever. Oh my God, there were so many. I think that's about it.
Okay. But that works. It is a lot.
Yeah.
I would definitely say, too, like, the best of times. I can literally go to, like, specific weekends. Because I honestly said I need to start. When I was coming up with these questions, I said I need to start keeping a journal, like, daily, just to remind myself of things that took place. But there was the weekend that you came up after MLK weekend. So I think, like, the weekend of the 24th of January, somewhere around there. Battle of the Bands weekend, right. Yep. And, like, that Friday night, my life changed for the year in a way that I did not expect or see coming. So that's been cool. But even like after that night we ended up going out to my first time to MJQ.
He drove me to a hole in the wall. That man said, "Oh, it's across the street," and I'm like, "In the shack?" Like,
but it was like an underground club. It was so much fun.
But I had so much fun. It was so much fun.
So much fun to where I lost my voice.
Yeah.
My voice was shot for the rest of the weekend. Yeah. And we had so much fun the rest of the weekend too. But I could not talk.
He couldn't.
Literally was like
no sound was coming out.
The voice was gone. But of course also going to like Savannah with the ATL fam. That was like a great weekend. But just, I think in this year, like if I had known, had I had the foresight that things were going to shut down the way they did, I would have definitely like done more. I did a lot in January, but it seemed like it was just so long ago at this point. But I had a lot of fun, and I expect when we get past this COVID situation, we will get back to the just really enjoying and embracing everything that life presents us with, as Patrick mentioned earlier. Yeah. Let's jump into these comments real quick, because they are truly flying in. What up, Patricia Hunter? Hey, Aunt. Let's see. Corey says, also, most challenging is living through the society of being black and worried if I'm going to make it back home alive. Yeah. That is where I want to make sure we know that. Shannon says, I love the two of you. I'm watching my cousin's baby girl, and she has been exposed to too much. What up, Brandon Vaughn? Bran. Hey, Bran. Shawty says, celebrate my sister's graduation and going to college, getting her first brand new car for Christmas, and starting a new business adventure. 2021 ready. Shouts out to Sade. Corey says, having quarantine club with the friends every Friday and Saturday. Oh, yes, the FaceTime. Oh, my gosh. Yes, that was so much fun. We'd all have our glasses. Well, I wasn't drinking at the time when it first started because I was, trying to do dry 2020. But then the plug locks came and I said, fuck that. We was done with that. Rob says, definitely my birthday trips, and also loved us on MLK weekends. So much fun. MLK, I went out a lot when January 1st hit. This was supposed to be the year of really like living and just turning up nonstop. But, things happen. Let's see. Stance's one of the best times was Tanisha Harris. Oh my God. So much fun. What I can remember of it. So much fun. so much fun at Tanisha and Tanisha's wedding. Stan says, I also had one of the most funnest B-days this year, shockingly. Oh my gosh, we really had a lot of good times. Meg for me says, I cried with my first haircut, first human contact, getting a great dog, watching my team kill a pivot, and live with London Reese. Thank you, Meg. That is real. It's like the little things that you forget about, like the haircuts, and even like the hugs, and seeing people like up close, and those things really did matter. And scuba trip with Coco. Y'all are so brave. I wish I could do I feel like I could do things like bungee jumping and skydiving and scuba diving. I would probably do scuba diving before I do any of those other two things first. So that shout out to that. Brandon says, definitely becoming a member of the first and finest fraternity in the world, Alpha Phi Alpha.
All right now.
Go ahead. He didn't say, I know that's what it is though. But Aisha says virtual happy hour and just connecting with family and friends. Went to Houston for Labor Day weekend. Getting pregnant with second child.
Congrats, Isha.
Yes. And did a road trip with a friend from Jacksonville to Dallas, Texas.
Ooh.
Okay, come on, road trip.
That's a little ride.
Ashley Gilbert says best part of this raggedy year. Yes, come on, raggedy. Was finding clarity in my career path and fearlessly pursuing a new career.
All right,
come
Ashley.
on.
I'm here for it.
Like a good friend of mine told me before I moved to Atlanta, take the leap and the net will appear.
Yep.
Trust that it will appear. She says my wedding and all our house parties for show. Good times to be had by all. And again, I hope y'all, and I'm so grateful that y'all have been here and chosen to take times out of your lives throughout the years now. At this point, we're in season 3 to spend time watching Live with London and engaging with us and talking with me and just acting up with me, cutting up. I hope y'all grab a glass and bring your ass on down to Live with London. Because it is now time for the spill. We ready for this spill, y'all? Let's go and get into it. Oh, and you know what? I made a mistake. I didn't. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it up. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Will it work? We're going to try it and see. It does. Okay, good. So, if ever you need some advice, I got a little tea to spill, little secrets to share that's just burning a hole in your throat. It's spewing off your tongue because it's so hot. Shoot me an email at spillwithlondon@gmail.com. That's right. Spillwithlondon@gmail.com. The Prosecco is hitting, okay? All right, so we have 4 emails. They're short emails, but we can have some pretty good dialogue from them, I think. All right, so the first one says, what's up, London? I'm Bobby. I'm 34 and live in Atlanta. I was in a long... Oh, yeah, this is a little sad one. Okay, I'm 34 and live in Atlanta. I was in a long-term relationship for 7 years until 2018 when I lost the love of my life in a fatal car accident. 2 years later, I'm now trying to get back out there and open myself up to love again. But the pandemic hasn't made it easy. I've been using dating apps. What's your thoughts on them? Are they just for entertainment or are there actually potentials there? So, guys, viewers, go ahead and comment. What up, Al? What up, Ashley? You guys comment. Do you all think that dating apps are just for entertainment, or do you think you can actually find potential loves or partners there? Do you want me to go?
You can go first.
I'll go. So, in my experiences, my limited experiences with dating apps, I didn't even get on one until 2018, and then I decided. Matter of fact, it was like May 2018, and I decided I was done with them in November, early December of 2019. So like a good year and some change, right? And I just think that when it comes to dating apps, you have to have a spirit of discernment. I personally do not be with people who don't have nothing written on their profiles. I don't believe in that. Like, I would have stuff written on my profiles and like try to give some insight to me without giving too much, to where like if you message me, like you know something about me. But I think it just takes having a level of discernment when it comes to dating apps and sites. And then especially with the whole COVID situation going on this year in 2020, I was fortunate enough not to have to meet. Again, I decided I was going to use them at the end of 2019 anyways, but I was lucked up on January 24th one night. But nonetheless, I just think having a spirit of discernment when it comes to dating apps and go into them like hoping for the best but being prepared for the worst is my take. You got any take or opinion?
Yeah, so... The few that I am on, I definitely agree with you. It's about having discernment. 1. 2, you need to know yourself because people will come at you with all types of craziness, and you have to know what you're willing to put up with just for the sake of not being alone. I think that's really important. Just know yourself before you jump into talking to different people on a dating site. Yeah. But even in saying that, know what it is that you're looking for and being very adamant on not settling for less than that. If you're going on a dating site because you are looking for something long term, then it's important for you to state that and not settle for somebody that's saying, I'm looking for something casual. Yeah. I don't care how fine a person is. If they're looking for something casual but you want something more serious, leave that person where they at. Yep. Like, even to where I think it's important to be extremely honest on dating sites, because personally for me, I hate when I find out somebody has kids after the fact. Why you didn't put them kids in your bio? Right. Like, that's so real. So even like London said, like, I won't even address anybody who has nothing written in their bio. No. I don't care about getting to know you because you couldn't even take the time to fill out that little bit. That's weird. The effort, right? That's exactly, so true. Exactly. Let's jump into the comments. We're going to keep it moving because we have another one. But I see where some people are saying just for entertainment. Then I see one that says they are what you make of it. What you want could be what you get. Yeah. That's real.
Ashley says, I know people who have found love, but they weren't around when I was dating. Oh, hashtag old married lady. With beautiful kids, a beautiful family. What up, Kai? Corey says, dating apps are for entertainment. People don't know how to go past the, hey, how was your day spiel. That's true. Because let me tell you something. What ain't nobody about to do is WYD me to death.
Look, because I'm grown out here.
And even the whole good morning, like, beautiful, or good morning, handsome. You're not going to do that to me to death. Like,
I hate
where's the substance of conversation?
You don't know, be like, come on, baby. Like, I'm about to be your worst nightmare.
I'm not your baby. Baby. I see Brandon Vaughn says that Meg is preaching. Shout out to Meg. Rob says, yes, you can definitely find love on there. I actually found a few individuals that actually had great potential, but honestly, at that time, I wasn't ready to make the commitment and possibly missed out on the right one for that season. That is real. I also found some potentials. Like, people my experiences were definitely, like, deep, good experiences until they weren't. That's how I'm going to put it. Stan says... of course, it speak, Meg. Stan says there is some potential, but it's not easy to find the potential.
Yes.
What up, CJ? And Kai's also saying preach. All right, so that's that for you, Bobby. Sorry for your loss. But I'm happy to hear that you are opening yourself up for love again, because you deserve. We all deserve. Yep. So you deserve. And just have a spirit of discernment. Yep. Bobby. That's I think what the take is. Like, you gotta know who you are, as Megan said, and know what it is that you want. All right, so moving along, we're gonna get into the next one. And again, thank you all for joining. If you have not done so already, go ahead and share this stream out. Let folks know that you're watching so they can watch too. So this next one, you want to get this one?
I read it. So it says, hey, London and Live with London viewers. My name is Nikki. I'm 31, and I've now, for the third time, been asked to participate in having an open relationship. I was asked twice before. I'm sorry for laughing. I was asked twice before by two of my now exes because I wasn't with it. Now I'm wondering if I need to take it into consideration. Are my traditional expectations and thoughts of a relationship antiquated?
Yep. Whew. You want to take that?
Girl, Nikki. I don't necessarily think that your thoughts are antiquated. I think there is room for a real honest dialogue with whoever you're dealing with. And why are they in a position where they're asking for, like, have you given, like, I don't want to even put you in a position where I'm blaming you for anything. I'm just wondering, like, have you had the real conversation with them as to why they want to have, or why they desire an open relationship?
Yeah.
Because that's not necessarily something that people, especially if you're in a relationship and you're looking for something long term, that's not something people ideally say, hey, can I have an open relationship? That's usually when something is going on in the marriage. And that's another way to keep the marriage, but also do your thing on the side.
Right.
So, or keep the relationship and do your thing on the side.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a conversation. I think what works for people. So I would never sit here and knock anybody who is poly, open relationship, whatever. If that's what works for y'all, that's what works for y'all. Even I know some swingers around here. But if that's what works for y'all, that's what works for y'all.
For sure.
But I definitely think it's more of a conversation with that person.
Yeah, and I think so too. And I think even going back to what you said for Bobby, like, just knowing yourself.
Yeah,
I think if you would prefer a monogamous, committed relationship with one person and one individual, then you have every right for that. And I don't think you should have to change that part of what you want in order just to have somebody. Yeah, because what's going to happen is if you should change yourself because you want to give this person an open relationship, you're going to be miserable. Yeah. And y'all going to end up not being together anyway. So don't even walk down that door. Unless it's something you want to do. And have a conversation first. I definitely always say at this point in my life, that's not for me. Yeah. Like, I don't believe in never saying never. Just like you said, you would not knock somebody who is in like a polyamorous relationship or whatever the case, or open relationship, whatever they have going on, an entanglement. You know, whatever they may have going on with their spouse, their partner. But I know at this point in my life, that ain't for me. Yeah. I'm a little bit way too, I wouldn't say selfish. I don't know if selfish is the right word. I like to be a priority. But that's where conversation comes in at. Because you could still set boundaries and have an open relationship. Yeah, but that's the thing. The moment that somebody doesn't answer my phone call or respond to my text. But that's a boundary that you set. That's true. Yeah, but it ain't for me. I can't do that. I'm just gonna be quite frank. It ain't for me, sis. I ain't doing it. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. I would never sit here and say it's something I would never do, especially because y'all saw how Anna Nicole married that old man, and that man had big bank. I'm not gonna touch that man. Right. I would go touch somebody else my age, but I don't want to give my lifestyle up either. That's
so it's
true.
like, I would never knock what somebody decides to do, but if my man came to me wanting to have an open relationship, I think it's time to have a real serious conversation as to what brought this on.
Yeah, that's so real. What up, Audrey? Jump into the comments real quick. Stan says, 3 times. What vibe is she giving to keep getting that question?
Yeah.
She might need to rethink. She might need to think about that. I'm big on that, too.
Yeah, take some time to herself.
Yeah, like, who's the common denominator here? No shade to you. What was her name? Nikki?
Yeah.
No shade at all, but, like, what type of energy are you putting out, or what type of, and not even what type of energy you putting out. I'm going to say this to you. Are you putting out?
What's that?
That light bulb just went off for me.
That's why I'm like, you have to communicate.
So, yeah, Nikki, you gotta give us the full story. Are you putting out? You know what I'm saying? Because that could be the reason why they want to have a relationship. And not even
how are you putting out?
Yeah.
Like, ooh. So it's not even just that you're putting out. How are you putting out?
How are you putting out?
So
do we need to get some tips and advice on how to put out?
Ready for all of that.
Okay.
It's still early.
It's too early. We're gonna say that for the second half of season 3 for late nights on Instagram for the After Dark live for London. Okay, on Instagram. That's what we're gonna do. All right, let's get into the comments. Rob also said, I think that's kind of fun, low key. Some would like to do it for a short time, but I'd ask for specifics and ask questions. If you have an open mind and not serious about being with just one, then go on and be a sister wife. So she says, my thoughts as well. What's she into? What is she into? Yeah. So, yeah. Nikki, it might be like the energy that you putting off and putting out there. What up, Sweetness Rose Clark? Thanks for joining. Let's get into the next question. And again, if you're just not joining, thank you. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and share this stream out so people know that you're watching and they should be watching too. Let's get into this third email. You want to take that one as well?
Yeah. So it says, "Hey London, Kyle here. I'm 29, and in your opinion, is cheating a deal breaker? Have you ever been cheated on and stayed?" So
I'm a scenario person, right? And so it's like, I have additional questions, Kyle. Well, for one, let me answer one of your questions. Have I ever been cheated on? I've been with someone who slept with other people unbeknownst to me, and once I found out, it was over. So, and I say it like that because you can't cheat on me.
You're cheating yourself.
You can cheat, but you can't cheat on me. You can cheat yourself out of a full experience of what we could have had with each other, but you can't cheat on me. But you can cheat if that's what you have chose to go and do. And in my past experiences, I have left. I'm like, I'm good. And the reasons why I leave is this, and this is why I say this. Why I really can't answer your question with a direct answer and why it's scenario based. Because for me, did I find out on my own? Were you sloppy? Was it obvious? Did my intuition alert me and then I had to come and ask you questions? Because if that's the case, then I am done. But I cannot be a person who considers themselves elevated and recognize that people are human, people are imperfect, we all make mistakes, and then you mess up. But you come and you confess, and it feels genuine, and you seem genuine, and your actions show that you were truly apologetic and sorry. Then in those cases, I would consider staying. Emphasis big on consider, because then it goes another step. Can I afford the lifestyle that I choose to live without you? Or that I have been living with you, can I afford it without you? Because, I mean, that's going to be a factor for me at all times, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, before I just up and leave somebody. But it's scenario-based. It just depends for me. I don't necessarily feel like cheating is a deal breaker, but I do feel like the way it's revealed that someone cheated can be, for me. What do you feel, Megan?
So like you, I believe cheating, I believe it's situational. Depending on who that person is. Because I've stopped talking to people, I stopped dating people who have cheated on me. So I've been cheated on, and I've also cheated on people, full transparency. So with that being said, for me, cheating has never been a deal breaker. And I say it hasn't been a deal breaker simply because, like London say, like, were you reckless? Did you bring something back to me? Did you have a baby on me? Like, so that's why I'm like, cheating is not deal. People are human. People are gonna do things that you don't necessarily agree with and not happy about, but it's not a deal breaker for me. But I do agree with you. Like, and I say situational because, like, when I say, if you come to me and tell me what happened, or if I go find out, because once again, I cheat back. So if I find out and you did not come and tell me, it is what it is. Like, we're just gonna be out here cheating on each other at that point. Just full transparency, I'm working on myself. But in saying all of that, like, it's not a deal breaker to me. I think a lot of things as humans, we do not communicate enough with each other, and I don't want anybody to ever not tell me what's going on with them for fear of losing a relationship with me.
Right.
Like, I think a lot of times we could just have a conversation and go from there. If we got to take a break, we can take a break.
Well, so for me, it's always simply like, and we're going to get into the comments real quick, y'all. Y'all are taking me out, especially Stan, crazy self. But for me, at the foundation, I have 5, and I've shared this before with numerous people, and I believe on the show, I have 5 things that I need, that I consider the ingredients to be poured into the foundation of whatever we're trying to build, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, or even just my family relationships, right? First and foremost of those things, the 5 things, though, is truth. Truth. Yeah. But truth, communication, comprehension, consistency, and reciprocity. But with that truth, because my biggest thing is this. What am I really going to do? Beat your ass for being honest? Yeah. I would rather you tell me the truth and me be hurt by it than for you to lie to me, than for you to be sneaky, and then for me to find out about it. Because then I'm going to want to beat your ass.
And something else, not to cut you off, but I remember it was on Braxton Family Values. I think the mama said something about, let that man cheat in peace. Unless you got to leave that man, let that man cheat in peace. Because I really, like, what's the point of going back and forth? What's the point of arguing with this other person? Like, that to me does not serve me. Like, either I'm going to let you cheat or I'm going to just go ahead and bounce.
I just say, just be honest and keep it moving. Yeah. Even the moment you feel like you want to cheat, let me know.
So we can figure
out what you're going to do.
Yeah, what it's going to look like.
Jumping to the comments real quick. Clarissa says, London, you stupid. Rob says, no, one and done. At the beginning of a relationship, boundaries will be set. Once those boundaries are crossed, it's one and done. No remixes played over here. Stan says, I just want to say that. What up, Camilla? Stan says, I just want to say that another reason London is enjoying his sis being on the show tonight, because it gives him time to take a big sip when she's talking. Anybody else notice that last big gulp? Whatever. Riz says, my current boyfriend was cheated on in his previous relationships a few times, but stayed because he already put so much time in until enough was enough. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Yeah. Whether they own it or not. Yeah. I think because of the time invested already, they stay. Yes, while she's reading. Of course, says yes and spilling some tea, sis. Of course, hell no. If you cheat, I leave ASAP. You cheat once, you will cheat again. That is true. Yeah. Sally says, it's the I cheat back for me.
I like to keep things balanced and fair.
We're about fairness.
You think you're gonna cheat on
me? We grew up in the clubs. We grew up in the clubs, and fair play and honesty is something we really believe in. Okay, so if you finally told me that you cheated, you were honest. Well, fair play, checkmate. Yeah, okay. Watch this. Corey says, how many times would you cheat on each other before you both decide to leave the relationship alone?
But that's just it. So, in my personal opinion, as a woman, I feel like, so for me, like, it's always, I can't just go have casual anything with anybody. Like, I have to have a vibe. Right. I have to actually like you or whatever. If I actually like somebody and it got to the point where I'm finna do this, like have this relationship with you, I'm already gone out the other one, truth be told.
That is real.
I'm already gone. I don't check that. We just here because of formalities. Maybe we got a place together, whatever that look like. It's a formality at this point.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
I'm screaming at Rob. Rob says, either which way, you are bound to get your ass beat. Tanisha says, some people stay because it's easier to stay together. And that's true too. When you have a lot already invested within, especially think about like properties and investments and kids.
Kids.
I mean, hell, I can view both of them as properties and investments as well. To be honest, kids fall right into that loop. All right.
I'm not knocking nobody who ever stayed with somebody who cheated. I just, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But like I said, cheating for me has never been a deal breaker. Yeah. But it took me years to kind of realize get where I'm at now to be like, there ain't no deal breaker because there's so much like. Have y'all seen a man out here? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm okay with cheating, but it ain't no deal breaker because we about to have a conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to say, you cheating yourself out of the full experience.
You're cheating yourself out of a full, because you're going to always be wondering, you're going to be one trying to cover your tracks. Yeah. Then you'll be wondering if I'm doing the same thing you're doing while you out doing what you're doing. So it's just going to be, you're going to cheat yourself out of a full experience of what we could have had. Yep. Let's get to the last one. We have 2 more questions regarding 2020 and we need to cut it down. We're going to go overtime tonight. I already can feel it. So the last email comes from Summer. It says, hi, London. I'm Summer. I'm 28 and single. Meanwhile, my friends and family are getting engaged, married, and starting families left and right. I'm starting to question if my standards are too high. Whether you're single or dating, what do you think are reasonable standards to have?
Child.
Whoo, girl, let me take a sip. Okay. Mm-hmm. Reasonable standards. And I'm going to get very specific with y'all. I'm going to get raw. Not too raw. Income. That's number one. And I ain't say job. I ain't say be gainfully employed. Income. Because you can very much so have an inheritance.
You could do fraud for all I care.
Well, I ain't going to jail. So your name, mine gonna be in my name. But income first and foremost. I would prefer if they had a place to live of their own, but at least a place to live.
That's the bare minimum, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like bare minimum. These are bare minimum. What are reasonable standards? These are the bare minimum standards. I would like for them to have a car of their own. However, like if they live in a city area or live in a city where they don't need a car, totally get it. But I prefer that they have a car of their own. I ain't saying they gotta have a Benz or a Beamer or a Range. You know, I ain't saying any of those things.
They gotta have what I have.
Now see, now her Prosecco getting her. All right, I ain't say all of that. But I think those, and I think even just to let your interest in me reflect in your effort. Where
I like that.
I'm contacting you, you contacting me. It's not to where I feel like I'm running you down. Because I ain't gonna run you down, and I won't be ran down either. Let me be clear. But let your interest reflect in your effort. That's, I think, are reasonable standards to have. You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
And then, I mean, I think like the chivalry comes into play if that's, what you want and interested in. But somebody who, different things. Like, I think those are like the bare minimum for me are reasonable standards. What do you think?
First and foremost, I don't think anybody can have high standards. Like, your standards are what sets you apart. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But you have to be okay with the fact that you may have somebody who may not meet those standards, and that's fine. That's okay, because you are setting the tone for what you want in your life. Right. First and foremost. Secondly, which everything you listed was pretty much the bare minimum. Yeah. Or whatever. For me, after coming off a divorce, like, you cannot come to me with just bare minimum. I have bare minimum. That's real. I need you to have a bit more than what I have, truth be told. And I say that simply because I'm not in a place where I want to deal with any foolishness. Like, we grown. Like, we're adults. Like, I understand that you're in a place where you see what everybody else got going on. I promise you it's not all this crap that we do. Like, people are going to only show you the highlights. Yeah. They're only going to post, and you're only going to see those good moments and everything. And, just from experience, like, there's so much more that goes into a relationship outside of just the materialistic bare minimum things. Like, you want to make sure this person is out here really understands what you're looking for. So one of the things that I've always told myself, like, I need security and stability in anybody I deal with, regardless of, like, physicalities are important to me because I need my man fine to me. But outside of physicalities, like, can I feel safe with you? And I think sometimes people take they need to be making this much. I ain't never asked my man to make this much money, but can I feel safe with you? Are you resourceful? Are you gonna make a way out of nothing? Yeah. Are you gonna like just be that man I need you to be? Yeah. So don't settle for just whatever that comes your way just because you see somebody else getting married or they having kids. Girl, I ain't seen nobody yet convince me to have no kids. I ain't seen nothing. And then when COVID people homeschooled, I was not convinced to get nothing. Nothing. So, with that being said, just take your time and know that what's for you is going to be for you. Yeah. Keep your standards. And what was her name? Summer? In summer, you're 28, sweetie.
Girl, you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. Don't rush yourself, girl. Like, you got time, but keep your standards. I think they'll pay off for you in the end. Jumping to the comments real quick. I'm seeing what Rob says. To piggyback off Corey, that is how the stuff starts. Open relationship starts. Ashley says, don't stay and be miserable. If you stay, let it go. Yeah. And Rob says, y'all gonna get me in trouble at work. I ain't doing crap. Michelle says, your standards can never be too high is what you want. Exactly. Tangela says, no standards are too high. Income is definitely number one, though. Hello. Patrick says, don't ever lower your standards. You, as an individual, know what you want and will expect to get out of and throughout a relationship. So she says, not fraud, Megan.
Look, do you see how that was coming up? I'm not saying I want nothing in my name. I'm just saying, if that's what you do, that's what you do.
Oh, Ashley said something really great. She says, someone who has ambitions and goals similar to your own. Because that is super important to me. That ambition.
Is super important.
Ambition. Are you kind? Are you ambitious? Are you smart? Like, how are you? Can you make me laugh? Are you lighthearted? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we dance together and just have a good time?
You're 28. Take your time.
Yeah, for sure. Patrick says, and stop comparing what others are doing versus what you are doing or not doing. It's your life to live. Amen, amen, amen. Sade says that's what's lacking these days: interest and effort.
Yeah,
for sure. Corey put in caps money first and foremost.
All right, Corey.
But stable house, stable transportation, great personality, open-minded, attractive to look at in the dark and light.
Okay.
Treat their mom great, an amazing sex game for sure. And Sade's co-signed it, all of that.
Okay.
Ashley Merrick says, don't forget mental stability. Ooh. Drop the mic, Ashley Merrick. Drop the mic.
Yep.
Too many people jump in relationships and they are not okay, whether they meet your standards or not.
Yep.
That is a whole word right there, Ashley Merrick, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Because a lot of people are not doing their work. I tell people quick, that's your work.
Yeah.
I love you, but that's your work.
Yeah.
That's your journey. That's your path. You figure that out. That ain't for me to do. It's not my job.
Yep.
I can support you, but I can't do the work for you. Mm-hmm. So that's real. What up, Candace? Candace says, standards change based on age and where you are in life. Income was number one at one point. I'm with Meg with security. Come on, Candace. Yeah. All right, so if ever you have any, thank you to who? Let me see, pull up names. Bobby, Nikki, Kyle, and Summer for writing in. And if ever you need any advice or just want to spill a little tea or just something for us to talk about on the show and a little sip a little something out of our glass, shoot me an email at spillwithlondon@gmail.com. All right, so let's get into these last two questions regarding 2020. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Which one we have? Okay, so let's do this. What are you leaving in 2020? Drop in the comments below what you yourself are leaving in 2020. And again, if you're just not joining, thank you. And those who have been rocking with us since the beginning of the show, thank you. Mm-hmm. Share your stream if you have not done so already. But what are you all leaving in 2020? Drop it below.
So what I'll be leaving are regrets and my doubts. And I say that simply because it's been something I've been working on every single day. Like, I don't care how fly I look, how put together I am. Whatever I'm doing at work, I still always have doubts in my abilities to do what I need to do to keep pushing. And then regrets. Like, you know how many times you constantly just will sit here and mull over the decision you made. Like, I have to leave that stuff alone. Like, once the decision is made, the decision is made. I cannot keep going back and forth and revisiting those regrets. Mm-hmm. Like, it is what it is at this point. You know, so I think it's just an effort for me to move forward and keep pushing. I have to leave that stuff behind.
That is so real.
Yeah.
I had to sit in, I didn't do my own work. I come up with the questions and then do my own work, right? Mm-hmm. So I was sitting here thinking when it popped up, what am I leaving in 2020? And you know what I'm leaving in 2020 for sure? What up, Griselle?
Hey,
I'm leaving in 2020. I consider myself an incredible storyteller. Mm-hmm. Incredible storyteller. For those who follow me on Instagram and y'all see my story times, you already know. That's just only one aspect of my life, right? In my experiences. But I say I'm going to leave creating narratives in 2020. Because I consider myself, in the role that I'm in, like I've learned, or I should say over the last 7 to 8 years, I've learned what it is to be strategic. Mm-hmm. So in my being strategic, I think through plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
For no reason.
For no reason. Because I want to make sure I got all these scenarios. I'm a scenarios person, right? Try to think through everything, every possible outcome. And so because I'm an incredible storyteller, I also then create narratives of what could be happening, of why this isn't happening, or why they didn't do this, or why they didn't do that. And it's unnecessary. Mm-hmm. When I cut more stuff, I'm going to create narratives. I'm going to create narratives of the outcomes that I want to happen. Yep. From this point on. Yep. Because thoughts become things, right? Yep. And there's power in the tongue, right? So I'm leaving creating narratives that I don't want to happen in 2020. Let's see what y'all talking about. What y'all leaving in 2020, baby?
I saw one say weight gain.
And I'm here for that.
I'm right there with you.
Actually, don't go try to fix people. Yes, God, amen. Negativity is being left in 2020. Come on.
Yes.
This COVID weight gain, that's so real. Rob says, I'm leaving toxic individuals, prolonged relationships, and fear. It's time to evolve with time, and holding on to these things will always hold me back. Yep. Lakeisha says fear as well. Risk says insecurity, child. I'm sick of it. That is also very real.
Yes.
Sade says doubt and insecurity. Corey says self-doubt and self-worth. I'm going to appreciate who I really am. Mm-hmm. Yes. What up, cousin Quentin? In the building. So again, what are y'all leaving in 2020? I think that's really where I'm at. That's what I'm leaving into. Is like just creating narratives that I don't want to exist.
Yeah. So important.
But keep commenting if you have some more. And then lastly, what lessons or advice from 2020 are you taking into 2021? Y'all feel free to drop down in the comments your answers to this question as well.
I have to think about that for a little bit.
Well, I can think about sit on that, and I'm gonna read some more of the comments. Cicely, hey Cicely, says she's leaving
Cicely.
fear and doubt. Cam says I'm leaving anything that does not serve me. I'm trying to be great in these streets.
Right?
Be greater,
I'm here for it.
because you already great, sis. All that black girl magic, just sprinkling on all up and through. Okay. Patrick says, I'm speaking it into existence right now and leaving behind the procrastination and fear I've had with making changes to my lifestyle and letting go of the past situations that I have allowed to prevent me from being a healthier me.
Yep.
Shout outs to Patrick. Kai says, I just said this regarding what doesn't serve me. What up, Zakia? Zakia's in the room. What up, Zakia?
Hey, Zakia.
Ooh, listen to this. Rigid expectations.
Ooh.
Come on.
Zakia, that's a good one.
Come on. Ooh, I'm gonna have to write. I'm gonna steal that one, girl. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna borrow that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna give it back, but I'm gonna borrow that one. Rigid expectations. Rob says, "Shit, I wish I could leave debt too." LOL, wish for banking.
Right? Only not $2,000.
Right. So where is my money? Where is my stimulus check? Because I'm gonna check the bank account when we end the show too.
Right.
Aisha says credit card debt and walking in 2021 with more financial freedom.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Grizel says time is short. Enjoy the moments and be present. Choosing my battles. That's so real. Do you have your lessons or advice that you've received in 2020 that you're taking in 2021?
Literally just trying to be more present in my experiences.
Yeah.
I find myself, I get so caught up in those negative narratives that I sometimes forget like how far I've come and where I'm at, and just enjoying those times with those individuals while I have it.
Yeah.
So that's the only lesson advice I got, just to keep doing that, like just being present.
Yeah.
Being 100% present.
You know, it's wild. I feel like that is almost mine too. I feel like I've always been a pretty much present person, but I think with 2020 is now showing me that I need to be even more present in the experience as a whole. Not even just the moment, but the whole experience to where I'm trying to fully receive whatever it is I'm supposed to be learning from it or having from it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how is this supposed to be growing me? How is this supposed to be changing me? What am I supposed to be feeling from this? So I think that's what I'm going to take from 2020 into 2021. Because I think we get so caught up in the routines and day. And then COVID hit and it's like, world, stop.
Yeah, definitely.
And so many things changed the way we went about doing different things. So now it's simply, I'm taking from what am I supposed to be learning from this overall experience versus even just this moment.
Yep.
And enjoying this moment. What am I supposed to be feeling and learning from this entire experience?
Yeah.
Jumping to the comments. Rob says, I'm taking the blessings of life into 2021. Come on. We have lost so many people from COVID, diseases, and careless activities, and I don't want to be one of those in that number and not lived wholeheartedly. That is so real. Kai says, knowing my worth and telling others how to treat me. Come on. Because you got to let them know. I'm going to communicate.
Yep.
I'm going to let you know. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. For Thanksgiving, I was down in the hometown area, and I went to visit my godchildren. To like a little pee-wee gang situation. And the youngest of the clan, the little girl, one of her like older cousins was like doing something like, you know how kids play. And she was like 1.5, 2 years old, maybe 2.5 at this point. And she said, no, I don't like that. A 2-year-old, 2-year-old was advocating for herself and said, no, I don't like that. And I was just like, I was completely caught off guard because I realized at 2 years old, she's advocating for herself and letting somebody know that she don't like something. No, I don't like that.
Yep.
So definitely doing that. I feel you on that, Kai. Cam says, lessons, I will stop doubting myself and know that I can have anything I desire.
Anything you want, girl.
Letting go of imposter syndrome. Come on. Cicely says, authentic behaviors in 2021. Come on now. Because Quentin says, making boss moves. Corey says advice. Stop allowing people to set the direction of your life.
Yes.
Choose your own life journey and appreciate the challenges and joys that come with the journey. Yep. That is so real. I think for so long, Meg, and I know you know, like we both lived based off how somebody else told us we should. or that this is the way.
We've just gotten to a place where
I think we have, where it's like, this is my life.
Yeah,
this is my life. I'm going to do what I choose to do with my life. You can do what you want to do with yours, but this is mine. It belongs to me. Rob says, and also I'm going to try and be more open, meeting new individuals, showing my true personality, and start having a social life. Come on, that's a great goal. Grizel says, yes, the big picture is more important. What up, Christy Garden High? Mama Mash says, being and staying positive and being true to myself. I love it, Mama. And Sadie says, teach them young. So shouts out to that. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being a guest on the show, girl. You know I love you, boo. So much. It's always so much fun and delight. I love that we started off the 2020. You were actually my first guest ever.
Really?
You were my first guest ever. And
I love it.
Of course, COVID hit, and I've only been able to have my boy Kai and my boy Core on the show. But we're going to hopefully in 2021, when the pandemic is over, be able to have at least a guest on each show once a month. So we're going to hope for that. But thank you all for joining for sure. And I think y'all were close but never quite got the title for Title and Artist, right?
Are you gonna sing it?
Will you sing it with me?
No, I would not do that to these people.
Baby ain't got tone. I'd be like, find your note. Find your note. I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice, but let me see. You know it messes me up because I find the lyrics where they can't quite catch the beat, and then when I have to reveal what song it is, I can't catch the beat. Oh, don't see your shadow around when you walk. You leave with no kisses, goodbye with no words. If these walls could talk, they would have nothing to tell. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, y'all. That's all I got. But it's Stranger in My House by Tamia. Aisha says, love you both. Love both of you guys. Petra says, being meaningful and persistent with my actions. Focus on being true to myself. That is so real. Again, thank you all for joining. If you didn't do so, go ahead and still share this stream out so people can go and watch it on your timeline because they know that you were in the building and they should be in the building too. Y'all know how I do things. I want to wish y'all, first one, I hope y'all had a beautiful holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all of that. Happy Hanukkah. And I hope your New Year's Eve goes well. Set your intentions. Go within that energy. We were having conversations about energy, that energy. But Happy New Year, everybody. Thank y'all for rocking with me and rolling with me for Live with London throughout the seasons, and specifically for this episode, Live with London, episode 312. 2020 is a wrap, like the show about to be. Megan, thank you so much for joining. Any closing words for you?
No, I'm just so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. It was so much fun with y'all tonight. I really enjoyed myself. Thank y'all.
Y'all are the best. Well, y'all know how I like to close. So you gonna dance a little bit with me, girl?
Okay.
She ain't gonna dance, child. She said she's too cute. I told her, baby, you looking like a rich poison ivy sitting over here. Y'all can't even get into this dress. The dress is like a emerald green, honey. Okay,
it's black on camera, but
it looks a little black on camera, but it's emerald green. Money green. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Okay. All right. I see y'all still commenting. Great show. Thank you so much. Happy early New Year to you too, Brand. Thank you so much, Ashley Merricks. Thank you so much, CJ. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's rock and roll in 2021, and we gonna make it our biatch. Y'all, how I close the show out, Megan? Where we at? How we close this show out? We got it. Live bold.
Live loud. Love loud.
Love loud and proud. And laugh hard.
Yes, laugh hard.
And don't stop. Get it. Ooh, get it. Don't stop. Pop it. Let me see you. See y'all next week for episode 313 in the new year of 2021. Love y'all.
Have a good night.
So, I forgot to pull up something. Hold on.